I love a good writing prompt. And I know I'm not alone. I'm given the number of writing prompts that are out there. If you Google the word writing prompt, you'll come up with about a gazillion. To be honest, actually, I don't even care if it's a bad writing prompt. As far as I'm concerned, if it gets me writing and unstuck and thinking in a new direction, all good. That, in combination with the fact it is April, and April is International Poetry Month, of course you know that I am going to be taking advantage of one of several daily poetry prompts for the month of April. My poetry prompt of choice at the moment is the Writer's Digest Poem a Day Challenge, PAD Challenge, organized and hosted by Robert Brewer over there, who's their poetry dude, who always has good stuff to say about poetry. And so I've been writing away, as have several other people in the Writers on Fire group, by the way. And we've all been sharing our efforts either in the group or sometimes over on the Writer's Digest website, actually is another option. Even if you don't decide that you want to jump in and catch up and, do a poem a day with Writer's Digest, I thought I'd take advantage of this moment and your attention and give you a very super simple, that's a little bit repetitive and redundant, but a straightforward, easy to get into poetry prompt that you can try at home. I would encourage you, yes, do try this at home or anywhere else you happen to be. So here you go. The rules are simple. There are very few of them. Any length, any style, rhyming, not rhyming, metered, not metered, I don't care. Poetry as you define it, but you have to include the following 5 words in your poem, and they are, number 1. Number 1, elevate. Number 2, corner. Number 3, fuse. And number 4, blank. And number 5, shadow. Now you can use any form of any one of those words, or any form or any derivative. So fused, fuselage, fusing, fusion, whatever. Lots of these words can be used as verbs, nouns, and otherwise. So go ahead, get creative, mess around with them, see the different ways in which you can use each of those words, and then do the grand old mashup and toss them all into a single poem. Now, what's often fun is if you mix and match and revise and consider, the words themselves are the building blocks of language, certainly of poetry. And if you, organize them in one way, the first draft, consider throwing the proverbial bowling ball down the middle of your creation, exploding them, knocking them all down, and set up those building blocks again in a different way, using them as a different part of speech or whatever. I think you know where I'm going with this. Play, have fun. Writing poetry should not be a chore or onerous or difficult. Enjoy. We were born to respond to language, or else you wouldn't be sitting here listening to me and I wouldn't be talking to you. We couldn't understand each other. So obviously, language is innate and inherent in our capacity to communicate with each other. It's something we do without thinking. So don't think too much. Don't overthink this, is my point here. Somewhat ramblingly delivered, but play, have fun. Those 5 words again: elevate, corner, fuse, blank, and shadow. I'll toss them down somewhere in the comments or whatever so you can find them easily. And then if you feel compelled to do so, you don't have to do this part, but go ahead and share your poem right here in the comments below so we can all enjoy and share in the fun. That said, if you are a blogger and you have a blog somewhere else, Medium, WordPress, wherever, and you decide to tackle this exercise, this prompt, then throw the results up on a blog post and then the link to your blog in the comments below. That would work fine too. And if you happen to love this kind of thing, getting silly and playing with words, If you're looking for others who enjoy that kind of playful approach to language and writing, and a really great supportive community of writers, you should come check out writersonfire.net. That's where we hang out every week, actually, year round. We don't just wait for April. We're always talking about writing, sharing our writing, discussing it, and just hanging out. So if you're looking for a place to hang out with some cool writers, nice people, come join us, and check it out, writersonfire.net. Otherwise, follow those words and see where they take you. I'm Nikki Tate, signing off.